Me with a poppy.
All right. So, last time you all made it out of the vault beneath the Temple of Bahamut. You saw a fight between a rock and the Shadow Dragon, and decided to investigate after you saw a humanoid body fall out of the form of the rock disappearing. Seeing a familiar face and defeating, yeah, you guys killed the fire elemental that came to investigate. You decide to hole up in a place that Alphonse had found to be safe. Um, stayed for the night, had some good conversation with each other and him. Um, Esmore decided not to kill him yet, and in the morning, which is hard to tell because it's always dark in this place because of the dragon. He needed help getting people out because you said you had a safe location to send them. So after some uh just one slip up, honestly. It was honestly a pretty flawless rescue. You got a sizable group of people out of the city using Zine's teleportation circle. And as the rune flashes on the floor and you all step through, you find yourselves packed together quite tightly in a small room. There are not really any lights. Let me go with this one. But
This is the
all
unknown teleportation circle,
yeah.
right? Awesome.
Um, all of you have dark vision on at the moment. You can see like the walls are like cracked, um, like stone brick. The room is circular. Um, it seems like there are stairs that go up one side of this silo-like building, and there is a plain-looking wooden door. But there's about 30 of you in this rather small room.
All right. Um. Well, I took us here, so I guess I'll take lead,
The rune on the
and
floor is slowly
I'll
fading out.
make my way to the door to open it.
Okay, you like push past and squeeze through, and uh, you push open the door, and you are immediately assaulted by the bright daylight uh, of Waterdeep.
All right, daylight. Not a fan.
Yeah, you're like, oh god. You are up here in the North Ward.
I was low key hoping we were just in the castle, because that would be funny.
Uh, all of the people like file up behind you, like squinting and like looking around. Um, there's a horse-drawn cart that passes, and the person driving just like kind of gives you all a weird look as he passes.
Does the building seem abandoned?
Uh, you like step out into the street a little bit, and you look back, and there's just nothing there. It's just an empty lot.
So we brought all these people to Waterdeep. What now?
Are you least concerned about the building that's is like the can I see the building after
Uh,
leaving it, or is it just not there? It's just an empty
you
lot.
Weird.
see like you hear Vath, and then you just see him like just kind of materialize, as he's talking to you.
So, I mean, yeah, that's something to talk about, but turn around? The building's
Yeah,
invisible.
that you turn around, there's just nothing there.
I rolled my eyes, and all I'm gonna say is, I've seen weirder things today.
Have you? Because I've been with you all day, and that's pretty weird.
Is it just not there, or is it maybe
It's
invisible?
just invisible. It seems there's like some spell cast on it.
Zine, when you live the life of Bastone, then this kind of stuff becomes normal.
Yeah, well, when you live the life of Zine Denied, that's not a normal thing.
I don't know.
Deny
Walking out
that.
of invisible
Kidding.
buildings.
One of the older guys that you rescued says, so what do we do now?
It's a good question. Zine,
We,
Where
that's
are
a
we?
good question, isn't it?
That's a great question. Where we are? Waterdeep. What you're to do? Uh, is up to you, I guess.
I suggest going to go buy a house. This place is pretty big. Real estate's probably pretty great. You'll find it.
Maybe there's someone that we can let know that there's a bunch of people
Well,
from
the authorities have
Neverwinter.
obviously someone who can help people out in some way. That isn't just us.
Well,
Let's find the closest guard tower.
good idea.
I'll start making my way down the streets looking for a station.
Okay, you're walking about 10 feet ahead of this like group of 30 people that's just like slowly
Yeah,
following
no,
you.
we have a lot of people.
Um, yeah, you find a guard station not too far away from the place you just left.
Uh, refresh my memory. Is it like, do you, can civilians just walk into the guard stations or like I forget.
There's guards outside.
Oh, Danny, I'm gonna take off the mask, by the way.
Okay,
Probably a good idea.
probably.
I don't think I even have mine on.
I think I even have my circlet on.
I know you took off the circlet.
You like take it off as you walk out of the tower. You can feel the back of your neck itch a little bit.
Yeah.
I will go up to one of the guards at the door and say, sort of bit of a predicament. Here are a bunch of people that we just saved from Neverwinter, and we don't know what to do with them. But we got them here.
He just like looks at you and then like looks past you at like the group of just really dirty people. They just look so sad. It's like,
I mean, they've been living a life of fear for like a month now.
yeah, yeah. So you found a bunch of refugees. All right. He like looks over to the other guard. The guard just like shrugs. Well, if they know people here in this great city, then I suppose they can go see them. Probably. For a place to stay. He looks over the other guard again. Doesn't the dock ward have some kind of living situation? The other guard's like, yeah, it's mostly for sailors, but you know, if you I'm sure if you worked, they'd give you housing for free.
Okay. I'll look back to the whole mass of people I brought out of thin air. And I'll say, alright, well, if you wish to work in such, the Dock Ward has places you can live if you work. Otherwise, we were just getting you out of the city and have no other plans. There is also the refugee town right outside of Neverwinter, Thunder Tree, where we have people that we know personally rebuilding the town, but
Where's the dock ward?
I'll look back to the guard.
He just
Where's the
points.
Dock Ward?
He just
Okay,
points to the south.
that way.
Just give me a persuasion check.
Yeah, what else am I supposed to do? I don't know what else to do.
I would just say, well,
You
good luck, and
had
just walk
you
away from
had
him.
most of a plan.
Yeah.
You did not think about, oh, suddenly we have 30 people. You like hear them start to talk amongst themselves, and one of the people says, I have a cousin that lives in the city. If you can take like 4 with me. And some nod, some like are already walking south. Um, and the group just slowly disperses.
Great. At least they're not there anymore. Um, I'll look to Vath and Esmore. So what now?
Um, I'm not entirely sure. We just
I
kind
mean-
of left Neverwinter whatever.
I mean, we
there.
were rescuing people, but we didn't make an after plan.
Yeah.
Besides possible continuation of rescuing people.
I mean, do we have any way to get back? Is it even worth going back at the moment?
We got feet.
Unless
And
Esmore cares
clouds.
enough to go back to deal with his business.
My business will be dealt with.
I don't doubt it.
So what do we wish to do?
I'm pretty lost at the moment as well, to be honest.
I mean, we can just continue where we. You know what? First, I know what I need to do. I need to find a shop for these rocks.
That's probably a good idea, actually. We could probably spend a night in Waterdeep while I figure out what we want to do.
Are you still carrying the chest that the rocks came in?
Yeah, I've been carrying that around.
Okay.
I guess to find a jeweler. I have
Yeah.
no other plans. Or really options.
I've literally nothing better to do.
Alright. So, Esmore, give me a survival check, I suppose. Okay. Let me Okay. It doesn't take you long. Make your way over to Castle Ward, where the market is. And there's indeed a jeweler there. It looks like a 2-story building with an attic. It's pretty tall compared to the other ones. Gotta sneeze. Ugh. It's the worst.
That's you.
Oh boy.
Oh, I hate when you have that lingering feeling of a sneeze.
Ugh. You head on in. There are glass cases lining the walls, and shelves behind locks with glass panes. All sorts of jewelry and gems in this building. They all like glint off the light that comes in through the windows. There is a deeply wrinkled old woman sitting on a stool behind the counter. It looks like she is currently inspecting something.
Hello?
Hello. She like sets down the like inspecting like monocle glass on the table.
I have a few things to sell if you're interested in taking a look.
I can take a look and appraise them.
Well, can you tell me how much I can get for all these pretty rocks?
And you just like thud the chest down on the counter in front of her, and you can see that she was inspecting a thin chained like amulet. Looks like the chain might be silver or platinum, and it's got like an orange gemstone set in the pendant. She slides the box over and opens up, and just like without even like picking up, her eyes like kind of open wider, and she looks up to you and says, "I don't know where you found these." And she picks up I don't even know what I said they were. Like a star, something. She picks up one of the stones. Says,
Oh, Star Ruby?
"Yeah,
Oh, I have them written down,
So do I.
I think.
cool."
I have 4 yellow sapphires, 2 fire opals, 2 opals, 2 blue sapphires, 1 black opal, 1 star ruby.
It's quite the find. They're all about the same quality and value, though people have their preferences. I personally like this one. She's holding the star ruby. You can get about 1,000 gold pieces each.
1,000 each?
Each. It might take a couple of days to sell them, but I'd be willing to do that for you.
Done. Although I will say one thing.
I will take a cut. Hope you're aware. I don't do business for free. And she closes the chest.
Now, the chest, though, is kind of separate. So you can tell it's kind of pretty.
I see it has allusions to the Platinum Dragon.
That it does.
Metalwork is not my particular specialty.
You know who would be interested in the chest?
Probably someone who is a follower. Wealthy. My guess is you could probably get a couple hundred gold pieces off of it. But, again, metalwork is not my specialty.
Could I, per se, have you sell all of my gems for me? Except for the Star Ruby? Can I maybe do a trade for that? With you?
What are you in the market for?
An
I have many
agate.
things. Of equivalent value, or would you like a few?
of equivalent value.
Hmm. Let me see. She like hops off her stool and she's like, you guess a little over 4 foot tall.
Wow. She's bean height.
Like she was about chest height in the stool, but as she hops down, she like disappears beneath the counter.
Which? Where'd she go?
And you see her come around the corner with like a small cane. Um, and she goes over to one of the viewing cases, pulls out just like a ring of keys with just far too many keys on it, and she like starts going through them. She says, "Agates don't make the particularly the best jewelry," and she finds the right key and puts it in the case. What are you planning on using it for? And she opens a case and reaches up and takes out a gemstone.
Uh, I'll be kind of vague about it. I'll just pull out Oliver since he hasn't made an appearance in a while. Uh, pull out.
And that kind of like floofs up.
Surprised he didn't die.
I'm
He's fine.
kidding. I'll be like, oh, it's for him.
He like shakes and some like dust sifts off of him.
I'll snap him clean with prestidigitation.
It's an interesting gift for a pet, but I'm not one to judge. And she waddles back over to behind the counter and hops up and places this large, beautiful gemstone into like a little cradle with like a large magnifying glass above it. And she looks at it and like shines light at it. Says, "This one, this one will be a fair trade. They're equivalent value."
How much of a cut percent wise do you want for you to sell the rest of these for me?
10%.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I guess I shall return in a couple of days.
Is there a place where you're going to be staying that I might contact you?
Uh, I look at Zine.
Are we staying here the entire amount until they're sold, or
I would assume that's the plan.
dispersing to our travels?
I would like to stay.
My best guess would be the yawning portal.
Then that's where we would be, the yawning portal.
Very well. It's rather close. It's just on the street. I'll send word in a couple of days when I have these sold.
Well, thank you for your business.
No, thank you. Enjoy
I'm
the
so- I'm
agate.
I'm gonna walk out of the store just gazing at the agate, being like, finally!
Yeah, and like it has meaning behind it for you, especially. But it's a remarkable gemstone. I assume you're leaving the chest with her too.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna do me any good.
Okay. She
I'll
takes
tell her
it.
she
It
can.
has like a cushioned interior that like holds the gemstones.
I'll tell her to that it's just a gift from me.
I appreciate it. She like hops off the stool and you see her like old hands reach up the counter and like slide it off, and she disappears into a door behind the counter.
That box has got to be heavy for someone of her size and age.
She seems to handle it well.
Oof, makes me look bad. I was dragging that thing around.
You're having a hard times with the coins that weighed like 300 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you sold gemstones. Let's see. So you'll get 11. 10% of 11 is. So you'll get 9. We'll just put it in 9,000 gold. Whenever she gets them back to you. or gives you the what she sold them for. It'll be a couple days.
And I'll probably transfer that to platinum. That way it's not heavy as
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
Maybe what 90 platinum.
You could put it in the bank.
Yeah, what could
That
that
went
do
well
us
last
last time?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
I'm
just
sorry,
not
banks
gonna.
aren't insured against dragons.
Yeah, well, they should be in a fantasy realm where dragons are apparently a
You
constant
didn't
problem.
you didn't pay extra for dragon insurance, dude.
You've only seen 3 dragons.
Only 3 dragons. Only. Out of such a rare being. We've seen 3.
Though
You
you
killed
do put
one.
yourselves in situations where dragons are more common than the average person.
The random forests
Yeah,
and
normal
villages
people
and
don't just
towns.
walk into the forest Neverwinter. Anyway, what are you guys doing?
I mean, what time of day is it? We saved that village, or not
uh,
village, we saved all those people, and then, I
it
don't know,
is mid-afternoon.
I'm gonna cast Sending after everyone else decides what they're doing as I tell the group, well then I
forget that
guess I'm
message
going
I
to
asked you to
secure my
send.
room at the Yawning Portal.
Don't forget that message I
I
asked you to
know.
send for me.
It's in my notes.
I guess we're going to the Yawning
Okay.
Portal. for rivers and shit.
Zine leaves the jeweler shop.
Yep, heading towards the Yawning Portal and gonna cast Sending.
That's gonna disappear and go to the Yawning Portal on his own as well.
Okay, give me a stealth check.
I mean, I'm not really particularly trying to hide it, but yeah,
Eh.
sure.
Said disappear.
20. Oh,
As
that's
or
way back.
you just see Vath just like
12.
quietly walk and just slip out the door.
He does like the typical, like, hands up, tiptoeing, like, sees me.
I mean, it's more nonchalant than that, but like, he's not trying to hide in particular, but like he's not drawing attention to himself. And you're left standing in this shop alone.
I guess I go to the yawning portal.
Okay. You, the 3 of you make your individual ways there. It is just as loud and bustling. I need to actually bring it back.
Oh shoot, what was that guy's name again?
What was that guy's name?
I don't know, I have it written down. I just have to find it.
Don't worry about your health bars. They will. You probably won't get in a fight here.
Probably.
Probably. No promises.
Not with us, more part of our group.
That's accurate. Back when I had 85 max health.
Shoot, is there a search function
Yeah.
For
for my notes?
Control F. For find.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, that's gonna be loud every time. Yeah, I give up. I'll find it. Literally, as it didn't find Yawning, it didn't find Portal, but as soon as I exited out of the search function, I found it. Session 22.
His name is Durnan.
Yes.
It's also right there.
It's true.
Yeah, well, I was in the process of doing things, okay?
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna head to the pit and listen to see if I can hear any cries of people screaming and dying.
I'm gonna push in Esmore.
Just lift up
Please,
his legs.
actually.
Heave ho!
Telio.
If anyone to throw down there, Esmore is probably the best choice because he can just turn into a bird.
True.
No, it seems like people are There's no current like betting frenzy. No one is planning on going into the pit in the immediate future. You don't hear any cries for help from the bottom. It seems actually calmer than the last couple of times you have visited the Yawning Portal. People are eating and talking loudly over each other. There's not any particular conversation that you pick up.
This place used to be bumping. God, business is getting slow.
It's just
Used
early.
to be bumping.
Oh my god. Bruh.
Country
I'm gonna
boy
go
said
I'm
it.
gonna go take a seat at the bar.
I will follow.
Slide in. Dern comes over and says, "Well, welcome back. What can I do for you?"
I'll have 2 ales, and Zine, will you be having?
Pick some wine.
I'll just put it like 10 silver total. 10 or 12, whatever. Doesn't really matter at this point, you guys have so much money.
Asmore has so much money.
It's true.
Not you.
Will.
Silver
Will have
is-
money.
I'm just gonna
Will
pass
have
over 15 silver. Gotta give a tip, you know?
He nods and slides over and starts pouring drinks. Planning on staying another night?
Yes, sir.
Slide you your
In
drinks.
fact, it would be delightful if I could go ahead and pay for a few nights' stay.
How long are you
Same
planning on
here.
staying? And how many rooms?
How long do you think that?
That's a
I mean,
good
if you
question.
guys really wanted to, you could take like a week of downtime.
I say a week
That's
of
what
downtime
I
would be
was.
nice,
Yeah, that's what
actually.
I was kind of planning.
Then you could like actually like find more rare items and whatnot.
True.
Slash research slash whatever you want to do.
Yeah. In a week is just a 10-day, right?
10 days, yeah.
Let's just go ahead and extend it by a 10-day.
Very well. Let's see, I am. So this is a comfortable inn. There's 3 people. Will this be faster if I use my calculator instead of my brain?
What's a calculator?
Who has brain power right now? Because I have like 2
Durnan
IQ.
pulls out an abacus. um, um, says, all right. So if you're planning on staying here, assume your friend over there is gonna get a room to himself as well. It's 24 gold
Hope
pieces.
so. How much gold pieces?
24.
24.
Oh, perfect. That leaves me at
I have-
300 gold flat.
I have 27. Granted, I have 105 platinum, but
Wait, how many gold pieces? 24?
Or 2
Yeah,
platinum
for
and
all
4
three of
gold
us.
pieces, or 240 silver pieces, or
Man, it was 23.
2,400 copper pieces. I'll take them all.
If it was 23
Um,
gold pieces, that'd be at exactly 300 gold.
I'll give him 2 platinum and 4 gold.
Alright, he takes your money. You just paid for everyone.
Yeah.
All 3 of you. How opulent do you want to live for this next week?
Start again.
I would say the lowest you can go is probably poor, considering you're living in this place. But you can go all the way up to it's poor, modest, comfortable, wealthy, or aristocratic. And depending on what you're planning on doing the next week, this will affect like who you're gonna meet and like that kind of stuff.
I don't know where to find any of this.
I mean, you can just tell me what you want to do.
Hmm.
I want to do two. Well, technically, it's mainly just information gathering, but like 3 things.
I mean, just tell me how you want to live for this next week.
Average.
Okay. Vath, that's 2 gold. 2 gold per day, so that's 20 gold pieces for the whole week.
What was the one right under aristocratic?
Wealthy.
Wealthy.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 40 gold pieces for you.
Okay.
How much is aristocratic?
It's a 10 gold piece minimum per day. You can go way above that if you want to.
I'll do the aristocratic. Bro.
Okay, so
I can afford it
at
now.
minimum, it's 100 gold pieces for you for the week.
Oh, okay. I'll do that.
Okay. Let me
Celebrate
pull
good
up the
time. Come on.
downtime thing. Why is my monitor freaking out? What is happening? Chill. Am I like hitting wires or something? Okay, so you all are living at different levels of lifestyle. Who wants to go first with their downtime?
Where do you go to look what you can actually do on downtime?
It's in Xanathar's Guide to Everything.
Xanathars. Okay. Okay. Find.
We can find the right page here. I don't use this book very often, so I can't flip right to it. Super sad. Page 123. Okay. So, you
Xanathar's
got
Guide, not here.
building a magic item. You got carousing. You got
That's maybe the old
let's see,
book.
crafting an
Or the old
item.
link.
Let's see. You can do some crime. You can gamble. There's pit fighting, especially in this city. Relaxation. Selling magic items. Making a spell scroll. Research. You can work.
Well, we're not found.
So, what do you want to do? Who wants to go first?
I'm trying to find the
And
Xanathar's
if you
Guide.
want to do anything else, obviously you can go for it. Like you don't have to pick from that list.
I guess I can go first.
Okay. What would you like to do?
Information gathering.
It's at page 24, correct?
I think you said like 120.
124.
120.
Okay. So I believe.
Well,
So
it's a mix of
are
information
you
gathering and.
are you doing research? Are you more carousing, like trying to make contacts?
Trying to make contacts would be a better way to put it.
Okay. So you'll be carousing, and you're at a middle class level with your lifestyle. So you can let's see. So well, depending on which group of people you want to cruise with, lower, middle, or upper class, you have to spend a certain amount of gold. So 10 for lower, 50 for middle, and 250 for upper. for like local nobility. So, which one do you want to do?
How much gold is in a platinum again?
10.
I will do the local nobility, so 250.
So 25 platinum. Okay,
Got it.
so give me a charisma persuasion check.
Do not have 774 platinum. That is wrong.
Let's see what you get.
A charisma what?
Persuasion. 25. You have made 3 allied contacts. Let's see. Go ahead and let's see. Okay. So you have 3 contacts. These are people in positions of power, especially in here in Waterdeep. You can quote unquote claim these contacts whenever you wish.
No bathroom, be back.
They are a resource, and you can have up to 1 plus your charisma modifier. And as soon as you like name a contact, you just mark 1 down. And like they have a positive disposition towards you. They're going to be willing to help you to a certain extent, especially within their own ability. So, whether it be like a merchant prince, or maybe a person that's high in the Waterdeep Guard, anything like that. So you have 3 of them.
Okay, cool.
Vath, you want to go next?
Sure.
What would you like to do?
I want to try buying a magic item.
Ooh, all right.
That's a fun one. I've done that one before.
Okay, I'm back.
That was a fun one.
That's got some dice rolls in it.
Yeah.
Sure does.
Yeah, I was gonna do that kind of
Unfortunate.
stuff too.
Are you looking for anything specific?
Yes.
Would you like to tell me what you're looking for?
A bag of holding.
Aha.
Oh,
All right.
Yes, we need one.
I don't know if I have the money for this.
I will pitch in
That's a
money to
good
help.
question. Yeah, and like you guys like meet up in the yawning portal. Like at the end of every day. Let's
I
see.
could put
Bag.
forth some coin for a bag of holding.
Well, we have to see if
Granted,
he's able to find one first.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is
That's true.
That part's kind
uncommon.
of important.
Okay.
That's the hard part, finding the item you want. Trust me, I
So,
know.
it's gonna initially cost you 100 gold pieces.
That's fine.
Just to be able to get into the auction and bid on these particular items. You can, so you're only doing 1 work week. You can spend an additional 100 gold pieces to increase the bonus to the check you're going to make, up to a +10. So you could spend 1,000 gold pieces to get a +10. Additional 1,000 beyond the 100 that you already put in.
I don't think it's worth it considering how crap I roll already. I
It's
don't
up to
think a +10's gonna do much. I'll just do the
Just
initial
the
100.
The straight roll. Okay. Give me a persuasion.
Yeah.
Persuasion check.
19.
19. All right. Let me do some rolls. So there are 4 items. That you can potentially purchase. The first one is a potion of supreme healing. There is a 6th level spell scroll, and there's actually 2 supreme healing potions, and indeed, there is a bag of holding.
Okay. Definitely the bag of holding.
So, because of the circumstances that is happening in the city, this particular bag of holding is going to cost you 1,200 gold pieces.
Good lord. I have like less than half of that.
So you can
I can-
convene with your fellow party members to attempt to collect that amount.
Shit's fucking expensive. I
It
don't
is
know if
expensive.
it's worth
I don't have that money yet.
it. Yeah.
I have at maximum. I will be basically completely broke. 740.
I have.
I mean, Esmore, this is
530.
like the end of the work week. Esmore, you have your 9,000 gold pieces.
That's more you want to
Fuck
pitch in
it
for a
up.
bag of holding?
Chalk it up. Just throw it. Throw it in there.
For a bag of holding?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we definitely need. So yeah, I'll.
There's 2 potions of
Pitch in.
supreme healing, and a 7th level, or no, a 6th level spell scroll.
Yeah, I'll add my 90 real quick.
I'll even say the spell is one of your choice, as long as it's 6th level. So if you want
How
to
much
buy,
gold are you throwing in? I would rather not throw
of
in
this.
all of my money.
Yeah. I know
Um,
Esmore is like loaded right now.
Well, for what I'm probably gonna need quite a bit for the things I want to get to. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to be careful at the same time.
How much are you thinking?
How much are you needing?
Well, I have 530 total gold.
and the bag of holding
I have-
costs 1,200 gold.
I have
Um,
740,
I'll give you.
but
I'll give you 1,000 gold.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
All right.
make things look. Y'all pay for a lot of stuff for me, so
All right, Zian, don't worry about pitching in then. I'll pay the 200.
awesome.
Okay.
but
All right.
80.
So
pieces.
with bags of holding, the bag itself weighs 15 pounds, no matter how much is inside of it. The bag can hold 500 pounds, but not exceeding a volume of 24 cubic feet. We won't worry about the dimension. It's just the weight for the bag.
Uh-huh.
But even what's inside the bag weighs 500 pounds, the bag itself only weighs 15.
Perfect. So I just deduct 20 platinum pieces from my shit. That should be good.
The mouth is 2 feet in diameter and is 4 feet deep. So basically,
good.
anything you can fit inside the bag can go in the bag.
All right. That's going to make doing certain things a lot easier.
Yes. It will. Such as running with a chest full of gold.
Oh my
It'll
god.
just
though that
drop
chest
that
of gold
sucker.
would be pretty close to the line of being too heavy for the bag,
Yeah.
because the bag can only hold 500 pounds.
close to the line.
which
Didn't
you
make
have
it yet.
you have encountered gold weights that have exceeded that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, you can store whatever you want in there. Would you like to purchase any of the other magic items?
There's not really much else that interests me. How much are the potions, just for curiosity's sake?
Let me see what their rarity is. There's the Supreme. They're I think the highest
I believe so.
ones you can get. So I will say they are going to be rather expensive.
Yeah, just regular potions were expensive in this town because Neverwinter fell.
Yeah.
Yes, Supreme or Superior? Which one did I say?
You said Supreme.
Supreme, yeah. So those potions are very rare, which makes them... gotta roll for it. Um, um, um. Uh, yeah. They're each going to cost 40,000 gold pieces.
Yeah, I think I'm.
But they do also heal 10d4 plus 20.
I don't even think together, putting every penny we have, can reach half of that.
No, but oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You could buy a quarter of one. Yeah, they're
That's
expensive,
Maybe
but
on
they also
another day,
heal a
but not
lot.
today.
40,000 gold pieces.
Yeah, that's just the roll I got. So,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
and
take
unfortunately,
my,
everything is twice as expensive at the
yeah,
current
I'm gonna
moment.
take my wins here and leave.
Okay. You're instructed by the clerk that do not put your bag of holding in other bags of holding or other interdimensional spaces. Otherwise, bad things will happen. Good luck.
Okay.
Isn't it also if you like flip the bag inside out, it just spits everything out?
Yes, that's true. And like the clerk like makes sure it's empty. Like she like turns it inside out and whatnot, and like some like
Lucky.
lint and like dead flies fall out. And she turns it right back to the side and like hands it to you as you hand over the large amount of gold. All right, you have acquired a bag of holding.
About fucking time.
Took us 12 levels, but we got it.
Hey Esmore,
Hey.
what's your plan?
Found some stuff.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna look for some magic items.
Okay, you're gonna do some too?
There's these two that I really think would benefit treasure very
Alright.
well.
So, start off with, you need to spend 100 gold pieces.
Okay.
For each additional 100 gold pieces, you can get a +1, up to a +10. So how much additional gold pieces do you want to spend?
Really need to find these, and hopefully they're not super expensive neither.
I would look at how much the prices are of each rarity, so you know what you're looking for and how much.
It varies because it's based on a dice roll.
True. Yeah.
Well, the first thing I want is very rare, and the other one is just so. I'll do 500 gold pieces.
Okay, so you're gonna, so 600 total, and you're gonna get a +5 on your persuasion check. So go ahead and give me that.
Hang on, let me do.
Because
this.
unfortunately, you guys aren't spending more time. You could trade time for money, and you could spend longer than, you could spend like
Yeah.
2 work weeks. But unfortunately, you're only taking one week of downtime.
Okay. So what do I need to roll? Sorry, I was doing math.
A persuasion check with a +5.
So persuasion, and then +5.
So 14 total.
14.
All right. So what items are you looking for?
Well, one of them is the staff of utility,
Sounds utilous.
Yeah. And I assume you have another one.
and the other one is armor of beast.
Staff of utility. Where are you seeing that one? It's not in
These
my
are
book.
on the D&D Beyond thing.
Oh, gotcha.
I can send you a link if you need me to.
I can just Google it. Does it say what resource it's from?
I'm not sure how to check that.
Yeah, just send me a link. And the other one
Okay.
is Armor of the Beasts.
It's Unearthed Arcana.
Yeah. Here, one, and the other.
Let's see here. Okay. You rolled a 14. So there are 4 items. And let me go to the right table so I can roll on it.
Oh, well, the armor of beast. I don't know if that will work for my my elementals.
Um, Animal form. So not for elementals.
Tight. And the staff is more well. That staff is pretty awesome.
Alright, so your 4 items. There is a potion of superior healing. There is 2 potions of mind reading. And there is a potion of gaseous form. Unfortunately, you could not find either of the items that you're particularly looking for. Either they are particularly rare, or they are not items of interest in this particular area. But if you had more time or more gold, you bet you could probably find. You probably have a better chance of finding the armor of beasts than anything else.
Let me look at the Xanathar's guide. Let me see. What page is the? Is it... Hmm. Sorry, not trying to take up so much time.
So let me know if you're interested in buying any of those potions.
Nah, not a potion. I was just
1 potion of superior healing, 2 potions of mind reading, and 1 potion of gaseous form.
You say 1 potion of mind reading?
The potion of mind reading.
Of course, that's the one he goes
You don't mean
for. Of course.
Let's see. Oof. So this potion of mind reading is going to be 20,000 gold pieces.
That's it.
I rolled double
Wow.
tens.
Oh
Wow.
my god.
So I'll just spend some money looking, see if I can find another shop.
Okay. You do collect your money from the jeweler. She did manage to sell them in under a work week. And then you gave money for the bag holding.
Yeah.
The 3 of you, is there anything else you would like to do other than your particular chosen main activity?
Zene's taking a bathroom break.
You think I can spend more money
Yeah, I know.
or and have more time to be able to find the farmer?
I guess we can wait for no one to really decide it. Nah, fuck it. Let's just decide without him.
I mean,
And I'm only
this
saying
is
this
like
because
an
I know he's
individual thing.
interested.
Like you have a whole 10 days. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna keep
I don't really
looking.
need anything else. I have the bag of holding.
I'm gonna keep looking for money items.
I'm not gonna do that.
You could help me find magic items. Maybe that'll enhance my luck here.
Unfortunately, you need to spend another work week. Like that was like your big project over the whole 10 day.
Oh,
Was
well,
finding.
on the last day, I want to. I'm just gonna work on casting that awakening spell because it takes 8 hours.
Yeah. Okay.
I need to do a calculator so I can get my gold into.
Oh, I'm fucking stupid.
Oh, come to me. You're at 5%. Why phone?
Not sure.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and take like a 10-minute break,
Yeah.
and we'll be right back.
62.
All right. So if there's any like other minor things you would like to do during downtime, like send messages or write letters or to have roleplay, stuff
Uh,
like that, you can certainly do.
can I finally sell this stupid platinum signet ring that I have sitting in my damn inventory?
Do you remember how much it's worth?
Yeah, I put it in quotes on there. It's 50 gold pieces.
Yeah. Do you go back to the old lady?
Yeah, I'll go back to her. I figured I would probably just done that while I was there, while picking up my gold. But
Okay.
if not, I can yeah just go back to her.
She looks at it and looks up at you and says, "Are you sure you want to give this away?"
Is there a reason why I wouldn't want to give it away?
Well, it's a ring of a baron.
Ring of a what?
A baron means you own property somewhere. You, I mean, obviously, if it's not yours, then, well, it's a different story, but this seal gives you the right to, well, wherever it came from.
So you're saying just because I have this ring, I have the rights to a certain area of property?
Well, you have to protect it and serve its people, but if no one's there to dispute you, then,
Is there a way of figuring out what property this ring is tied to?
she, like, sets it down. Well, where'd you get it? Where'd you find it?
I don't remember. It's been a while.
You should remember. I know where you got it.
I know where you got it.
A lot has happened since then.
Yeah, I know. That's what notes are good for.
Where did I get it, Noah?
Mm.
Mr. Smart Guy.
If only Zine was there. Good boy. But you're there by yourself. Well, if you don't remember, I can certainly buy it off of you.
I'll just hang on to it for now until I can figure this out.
Very well. She goes back to whatever she was doing.
Make it this goddamn thing. I'll figure this later.
What?
So I'll figure this out later.
Anyone else doing anything?
Checking with 3 string.
Yep, he's chilling.
That's about it.
Um,
Making my presence known for any information to pass, or from me to him, or him to me, or anything like that.
Should've brought my own bag of
he
holding.
gives you some news about the Charmed Many Arrows. It seems like they have like set up shop in a town that they raised, setting up like wooden spike barricades and just like really making it their place. And as far as he knows, there's like no, like there might be survivors, but they're definitely like slaves. And it's like a full force there. And he gives you like the location. You're pretty certain it's the place where you encountered them.
Okay.
But like now they're like entrenched.
Yeah.
It seems like they're not going anywhere anytime soon.
Setting up shop. Okie dokie. That's it for me.
Okay.
Anything for you, Val?
How long do we have?
I mean, this is just like what you're doing, other than finding the bag of holding. Because like you have 10 days. Like you're not like solely focused on
Yeah,
getting this bag of
true.
holding. You're doing other things too.
This is
there
gonna be
only-
one that's not really in a guide or anything, but I want to
Sure.
look for high quality beverages, if you will.
I'll go figure.
Okay.
Looking for
Um,
the best of
looking for
tap
some-
houses.
I'm looking for like some good shit.
yeah. Give me a you can do a
Alcohol
persuasion or
check.
investigation check. Either one of those would work.
Persuasion. 28.
Um,
shit.
you somehow get yourself into like an exclusive, like tasting kind of thing, of both beers and liquors of all
This
sorts,
moonshine is divine.
and like the like the next drink is better than the previous, and the first drink was already better than almost anything you've ever tasted. And you have a great time. You do manage to score a small keg. Has I'll say 12 drinks worth of an ale that comes from the distilleries. Well, you don't really distill beer. The breweries in like beneath Gauntlgrim. This is true dwarven ale, and
What's
it's
it called?
fantastic. It's called Stone's Crest. It's like branded
Crest.
into the small barrel.
Do I pay anything for it?
You rolled a 28. What do you want
Oh, true.
from me?
Just, what do you want?
Hey man, I'll take it.
There didn't happen to be 2 bags of holding, were there?
Just the one, unfortunately.
That's faster.
Cool. All right, you all finish your downtime.
Wait, my spell.
Okay. Yeah. Like they all like come around. What does this awakened spell look like?
I would like to think that within the 8 hours that it's casting, like I'm sitting down, cross-legged, focusing, and my weasel's just sitting, right in front of me. Then he just starts floating and just light emanating off of him for 8 hours, like a nature green kind of light.
Like initially, like he starts floating up and like his legs start flailing. He like twists in midair, but like by like hour 3, he's just kind of over it and just like kind of like limp noodle, just floating midair, slowly rotating.
Over yet? Oh,
So, go ahead and click the spell for me so I can read it.
oh, I'll be happy to finally click on this spell.
Rude.
He definitely has an intelligence less than 3. What language
His
does
intelligence
he?
be higher than me.
Yeah, he gets an intelligence of 10. What language is he able to speak now?
Ooh, I
It
get to
is a
choose?
language that you know. So, those are your choices. Common, Elvish, Sylvan, Druidic. I believe are your
I was
options.
thinking either druidic or common, 'cause I don't know if I want the rest of the people to understand them or not.
It's up to you.
I'll do common.
Okay.
I feel like there can be more to gain with common.
I don't know what spending that much time and effort to make a weasel able to talk
It's smarter than
is
me.
useful for.
It's technically smarter than me.
So let me go into his weasel stats and change his weasel brain to reflect welcome up. Hello.
How are you?
Intelligence.
Hello, I have been born.
Wait. No, I accidentally changed his con. His intelligence was 2. Now it's 10.
Sets me that he's smarter than.
Very smart weasel. He's of average human intelligence.
Actually, he's one below me. I have 11.
But like I said, he's common human intelligence. Okay. He slowly floats down and lands on his feet. He looks up with his little beady eyes. You're like holding the agate that was like brightly glowing this verdant green, and it just like turns to sand and like sifts out of your hands. You just like stare back at the weasel.
Staring to see what happens, like waiting.
It's just staring at you.
Did I just waste my money on an agate?
Dude, what the fuck?
Excuse me, what? Excuse me, what?
What happened to his Brooklyn accent?
He said 4 words. What do you want from me?
What do you mean, what the fuck?
Like suddenly I'm having thoughts and shit?
What
What did
you
you
rather be
do?
brain dead? I made you smart.
Suppose that's true.
You gonna complain about being smart?
I'm smart enough to know not to.
There you go. I would be thanking me.
Well, you're not me, so.
No, but I had to carry you around forever, so I show a little bit of gratitude for something.
Well, joke's on you, you're still carrying me around and he hops up on your shoulder.
Go figure. Oh, and by the way, don't embarrass me.
No promises.
You know things about me that other people probably shouldn't know.
He just like chitters right behind your ear.
You know, it costs $1,000 to make you smart. It's free to make you brain dead.
Oh, I lost it.
I get to roleplay a fucking weasel.
For free, isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm so glad I never forgot
I'll keep
that.
that in mind.
Oh,
Remember
I'm
that
so
now
glad
that
I
he's
never
awakened, my little weasel friend will be coming out a lot more often. So
You know, I never really had the limelight, but I'm really excited to really spread my wings, as they say.
you don't. Yeah, let's do that. Go ahead. This ought to be interesting.
So, what's the plan?
You know, I spent this entire week looking for shit, spending money, not doing nothing. So, you know, I have no idea.
I
I'm
mean, that
hoping
old
everybody
lady
else
was
has a
nice.
plan. Yeah, she was. Wait, which the really old lady?
The old one that, took your rocks.
Yeah, she's pretty nice. Oh, God. Is there a point to you saying that?
She was nice.
Yes, she was.
Alright. So what are you guys doing?
I was let's say
Awkward.
in this suffering,
That's so-
bro. I've been dying over here.
Fucking weasel.
Wait, one more thing to the weasel. No more jumping on the purple one.
Why?
I said so.
You know, I'd like to think this is more of like a partnership. You know, since I
I only
got,
ask for you.
I
I'll
got a
agree to
brain
the
now.
partnership. I agree to the partnership, but I only ask for little things. Can you at least indulge me a little bit?
Look, just because she's not your friend doesn't mean she can't be mine.
I didn't say she's one of my friends. It's just that she's fruity and it's just. I only got
She
so
looks nothing
little.
like a shrew. Shrews are delicious.
Ah, ah, I paid 1,000 gold for you.
Worth every penny.
Was it?
He like curls into your hood.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy this.
This is gonna be
Zine
interesting.
did roll that natural 20 on animal handling that one time.
Yep.
At one time, a long time ago.
Uh-huh. He
It
hasn't
doesn't
forgotten.
carry.
Especially now that he has a human brain stuffed inside of him.
Hate it.
Alright, you
That-
all
this
you all
supposed to love
convene.
it.
It is
Oh, no.
evening. The party is bumping, as they would say.
We're
What are
getting
you
moody.
all planning on doing?
Stop dying.
Oh my
It's
god.
a good one.
That was
Me and Z
beautiful.
just back at the bar now.
Well,
Zach down the bar when we left.
you're still gonna be dying because I gotta reintroduce you to Oliver.
Oh, I know, and I can't wait.
At the end of the work week, I'm just gonna be sitting back in the same seat,
Okay.
drinking the same 2 ales.
Yep. Durnan has been serving you pretty much every night. The same drink. Like by the 10th day, he's like already has the drinks out by the time you walk in the door. And sits them in front of your seat.
And I'm gonna be drinking by myself, as it were.
And I'm going to nervously approach. I guess is Zeno there too?
don't know, what
I'd
is he
say
doing?
probably good. I'm probably sticking with Vath. Just
We're just chilling.
relaxing. I made my contacts. That's all I.
Yep.
Information gathering unfortunately takes time, and I have time to kill. So
Well, I'm going to nervously approach them too, and be like, guys, I need to introduce y'all to somebody.
Be a minute. I'm really enjoying these ales.
You're probably gonna enjoy this a lot more.
don't tell me.
Why do I get the feeling I won't?
You see
Who'd you
the
find?
little muzzle of Oliver. His like whiskers are like fanned out, just like poke over the shoulder.
This is Oliver.
I mean, I know who Oliver is. I've handled him before.
Yeah. Oliver, would you like to introduce yourself?
You see the weasel like very intentionally like look around the room, and then you see him look to Esmore, and he says in common,
Do you think this is a good idea? Like, here?
Yeah, they've probably seen weirder.
Can I get another one?
on the house. He like pours one and sets it in front of you. He like stands back, crosses his arms, just watches.
He's thoroughly
Appreciate it.
entertained.
Turned around to face him at this point.
Oh wait, I'm over here by now. I'm gonna set Oliver onto the counter.
So, Esmo made me talk.
I'm sitting there with my hands on my face, like this is not gonna go well.
You did
This is
some magic
speechless.
voodoo shit, and now I have a brain.
You always have
It's-
a brain.
It's kind of wild. Well, like your brain, not like actually your brain, a different brain, but yeah. I'm a smart weasel now, and I
I'm
can
just
talk.
gonna look at Zine.
I'm gonna look back at Vath
Oliver like goes down the bar a little bit and says,
like looks up to you, Vath. The person like sitting next to you, Vath, is like
wide-eyed, like looking out of the corner of their eye, and like they like scoot their stool away.
and the weasel looks up to you and says, "You know, we haven't spent a ton of time together."
Yeah. Matt is just at a loss for words right now. He's just
So-
bewildered. Not by the fact that the weasel could talk, but by the fact that Esmore actually did it. So what's the plan?
Are you asking the weasel?
Obviously. No! What are we doing?
I
We
mean,
spent
if I
a
could
week
shoot
here
like
and-
fireballs and chum the pants off of people, like, I don't know what I would do. I'd rule the world, but I'm just a weasel. The weasels like talk.
You're
I'll say this.
definitely one of a kind, and I'll reach my hand out
Yeah.
to
I'll
pet
say-
the weasel.
I'll tell you guys this. He may
Like,
have a human brain, be able to talk now,
nuzzles
but
into
I've
your
known
hand.
forever. His personality hasn't changed at all.
Speak for yourself.
Nuzzles into Zine's hand more.
I hate it. I gave you one rule.
I'm
She's nice.
Not nice.
Maybe not to
think
you.
I can speak
She's
to-
evil.
for both of us.
Hey, maybe
looking
you
at
should be
Math.
a weasel.
I could be, but why the hell would I want to be? It's a tiny little thing.
Maybe then
Back
she
at
would be
zero.
nice to you. Ever thought about that one?
I doubt she'll ever be nice.
You can see him shrug as much as a weasel can shrug. Durin just like looks across the bar, says, "So you want a drink too?"
Pretty sure that'd make him brain dead again. So sure, give him a shot.
More like a
God.
thimble. I'm very small.
Like a thimble.
And Durin's like, "All right," and like puts like it's like a quarter of a shot of ale. Like sets it down.
What is the alcohol tolerance of a weasel?
Small.
I think I can attest for both of us when I say this, but I'm surprised you actually did it.
What gave you the thought that I wasn't gonna do it?
No, not that you weren't going to try, but that you succeeded in it.
Well, you think I'm incompetent in my own skills?
No, see, every time I
Is that
say
enough?
something,
I wasn't taking an
does
offense.
it
I didn't take
mean
it
it's
in
an
offense.
insult?
Every single time you pull out one of those teleportation circles, I don't go, huh, you actually did it.
Didn't think you would follow through with it. I'm pretty sure I just figured you would eventually forget about it.
Yeah, at this point, I'm kind of hoping I did. Or wishing I did.
Well, it's certainly an interesting addition to our already weird group.
You like look back to the weasel and you can see him like standing up on his hind legs, like holding
The shot glass with like his little front paws,
and he just like tips it up and like the little bit of ale that's in there just splashes all over him, and then he just like
how do you drink this shit?
he like sets down the shot glass.
I was expecting him to do the hello, my honey, hello, my baby, hello, my ragtime gal. On the damn bar.
It's an acquired taste.
Yeah, you don't say.
Well, we spent
Okay.
the weekday relaxing. What's the plan now?
He skitters across and climbs back in your hood, Esmore.
So much
Um,
money on that.
So we have
It's worth it.
I mean,
The
yes, technically it is.
options?
But for Esmore, he's kind of overthinking. Like,
we have three options. We go back to Neverwinter, work on either saving people or getting rid of that dragon for good.
Yeah.
I have news that Gorzar and the tribe of orcs settled into the village that we had been staying in, putting up walls and such, fortifying it. Or there's Baldur's Gate.
Thinking Neverwinter. We kind of started business there and didn't really end off that kind of stuff.
That is true. And we have spent a much longer amount of time than I initially intended in the city.
Yeah, I don't feel the greatest about leaving that business unfinished and going to do other stuff. Then again,
I
it's
as
up to
well.
you guys.
Vesma?
I'm okay with it.
What are we
Baldur's
doing? Are
Gate.
we saving people? Are we going to try and slay the dragon? What?
I mean, you know, Shithead, if you know who I'm talking about, did say that it was weak to daylight.
I don't have a way.
I
I might.
do. I do.
I mean, I can control the weather for roughly an hour. But I don't know how that will work in its nested area.
Well, I have a
What's your
spell.
idea?
I have a spell called Daylight, so it's so strong it dispels darkness.
Worth a shot.
Alright. So back to Neverwinter we go.
I guess that's the plan.
Before we fully head out, I'm going to go back to 3-string.
Are we trying to go straight to slay the dragon?
Yes, pretty much. Finish our unfinished business there, which would entail getting rid of the dragon.
And we get all that money that the dragon was holding.
Or we die doing it.
But I'm going to go make my way to 3-string.
Have fun. Ops all the way across the pit.
Three string, my friend.
Yeah, what's going on?
So it looks like me and my group have found a strong ally within the Neverwinter walls.
So?
We've saved roughly 30 people so far,
Oh,
but
I didn't think there were that many people left.
yeah, there's a lot more than you would think, apparently.
Guess people are resilient.
That is true.
So, you saying you're going back?
Yes, we're going back, and if you know anybody talking about the retaking of Neverwinter, or even trying to devise a plan whatsoever, whether it be saving people, retaking, getting rid of the dragon, we fully intend to do pretty much all of that. Best bet would be to send them to Thunder Tree.
I'm sure.
At least that's the
Uh,
safest location.
Order of the Gauntlet would like to get in on that. And Lord's Alliance, those folks,
Ooh,
big
that
armored
is
meatheads.
true. That is true. In fact, I know someone in the Gauntlet that may be able to help put things in action. And you just reminded me.
I think Sildar's in Lord's Alliance, but yeah.
Oh, that one. I thought he was in order. I thought he was in the Gauntlet. I don't know. That was forever ago.
They're almost the same. It doesn't really matter.
He's in one of them.
I mean, I can spread the word, but as you know, we're not really fighters.
Oh no, I know, but we are excellent at gathering information and spreading it.
Very true. I'll see what I can do. See how many people I can muster.
Thank you. And I will make my way back to the group. Alright, so how are we getting there?
Good question. Not what you asked me, of course.
Esbon?
Do what?
How are we getting back? Do we want to be clouds? Go through the tree? I'm personally a fan of going through the tree.
Be quicker to go to the tree.
That's why I'm personally a fan.
Thought you were a Zian, not a fan.
What's a
We've
fan?
had too much to drink. Fans definitely exist. At least hand fans exist.
Fans
Yeah,
exist.
I'll do that. I mean, can't you use your teleportation circle thingy?
No. Those only go to specific destinations, and I can only do it once more.
You know what? Just because I'm having a rough morning and I need something to perk me up, I'll do it on one condition.
Vath, would you like to start walking with me?
Sure,
Y'all can walk. I'll meet y'all there.
that's fine.
What's your condition for the thing you've done multiple times without a condition before?
I just need something to perk me up today. Don't read too much into it. I just need to hear you say, in a genuine voice, say, "Oh, Esmore, we really need you. We couldn't do this without you. You are very detrimental to this party, and you are very good looking."
You are detrimental to this party.
We-
This guy come from Zine.
We've already established that, though. Minus the good looking part.
Nope, I need to hear all of it.
I'll start walking.
He has little faith that you'll do it.
Don't give him the satisfaction.
I'm not. I'll start walking.
All right, meet y'all there.
I'm looking, I guess, for horses where I can get some.
Okay.
Are so big.
Pretty easy to get horses. You head to a stable that's near
The eastern gate to the city.
I'll make my way in and find whoever's tending shop, I guess.
There's
You'd
a
rather spend money on a horse than just say that to me and use my tree method.
There's a like about 16 to 17-year-old kid in like a very dirty like leather apron. He's got dirt on his face. He's like wiping out his hands with a like grimy towel. And she sees you come up and says, "Well, hi.
Hello, how are you?
I'm doing fine. What can I do for you?"
I'm looking to purchase 2 horses.
Oh, she's not. We're using a tree.
Um, like
What a sentence.
looks between you two, like is very confused, but is also like, so do you want the horses or not?
Just look to Esworm.
We're using a tree. I'm not sitting on a goddamn horse for days.
You don't have to.
I'm not sitting around waiting for y'all to show up for days.
It sounds like a you problem.
You catch up to good old Redoff.
There you go.
Point, see y'all there. I'm going to
Okay,
go find me a
I
tree.
guess Esmore just walks off.
Yep.
We'll take the horses.
All right.
How much?
Do you need saddles and feed and all of that as well?
Yes.
All right. Let's see. Let me get some stuff together and I'll let you know the total. Okay. So let me just get the total
Buying
for.
horses out of spite.
Hey, remember what happened
We're
to your
what?
last horses?
Didn't they die?
They were in Neverwinter.
Yeah, we just never got them.
No, because Neverwinter got destroyed. How are we supposed to get them?
Okay, so he comes back, says, all right, so I got you a bit and bridle, enough feed for about. Oh, how long is your journey? Feed's not that expensive, really. Just want to make sure you have enough.
We're heading towards Neverwinter.
He like kind of looks a little surprised. I mean, most of the way there you can mostly graze your horses just on the side. Why are you going to Neverwinter? Isn't it like flattened?
Yes and no. There's still some people there stuck. And we intend to change some of that.
Well, I got you a bit and bridle. They both have riding saddles and saddlebags, in case you don't want to carry all your stuff in a backpack all the time. So all of that it'll be 91 gold pieces for each horse.
Spent so much money just to a slight.
182. I will
Uh,
hand
yeah.
18 platinum and 2 gold.
All right. Let me get them all ready for you. He turns and goes. He's like still like shock and awe that you are going to Neverwinter and you said that you were going to do something about it and we're actually serious about it. But pretty quickly, your horses are ready to go. One is just a it's a brown horse. Its hair turns to dark black around its hooves, from about its knee down, and its mane and tail are black. The other one is kind of a gray horse, but it has but if you get closer to it, it has like salt and pepper hair. And its mane and tail are also black.
Well, Vath, are you ready?
Yeah.
I will go to the salt and pepper one. And
the other one?
basically just introduce myself to it. Like, make it
Okay. It,
known that.
both of you just give me an initial animal handling check.
Oh
I rolled so well on this last time.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, you're doing great. Yeah, like both the horses just like smell you and then go back to like trying to eat what little grass is around the hitching post. They seem to not mind at all.
Alright. Well then, I guess we're heading off to Neverwinter.
Off we go.
Esmore, what is your plan?
Yeah. I'm using the tree.
Where are you going?
Um,
You have a couple of days to spare.
Yeah. Well, what do you want to do? Your grand
I'm
grand
just-
adventure.
I'm just gonna go spend some time with my good friend.
All right. Let's see.
He had
Jesus.
he makes some good food, so
That's awful.
awful.
Just a horse can only, I believe, at least a carriage, John, can only go like 21 miles in a day.
More than that, you can move twice as fast as you would walking. So
okay.
in normal pace, you can go 24 miles on your feet. So you're going to be able to go like basically 50. So you'll get there in basically 3 days.
Sounds good.
Yep, sounds good.
Could stop by Fandolin if you want.
That is true. I would actually like to do that. I have a letter
I have
possibly
so much
waiting.
good history in Fandolin.
I actually would like to stop by Fandolin.
Sure, I'll come to
Okay,
Fandolin.
so Esmore, you walk out of the stable as they're like buying horses. Like, why don't they come with you?
I don't know. It's weird.
You quickly find a tree that's large enough. You press your hand against it and it tears open, and you step through
Who's on the tree?
the thunder tree. Yeah, so you guess it's gonna take them around 3 days to get there. So what do you do in the meantime?
I'm just gonna go hang out with God damn it! I said his name in my head and I forgot his name.
Rudolph.
Read off for the next probably 3 days.
Okay.
Catching
Yeah,
up with him.
he's happy to have you.
I'm sure.
Zine and Vath. Question: Vath, are you wearing the mask?
Yeah.
Like when you leave
Outside of the
Waterdeep?
city, I'm wearing it. Yeah.
Zine, give me a perception check. Around the second day, which gets you almost to the intersection where you turn off to go to Fandolin, you guys have like ended the ride for the day. You found a place to tie your horses up. You see on Vath is distracted with something. He's busying himself. But he's wearing this dragon mask, and you can see what looks like a welt with like dry peeling skin on the back of his neck. It looks like almost like a psoriasis like lesion. And then like he reaches up to scratch it, and you can see some of the skin like flake away, and you can see you initially think he's like starting to bleed, but it doesn't run. It's just red. And it's not like flesh.
That
What's up?
I think you should stop wearing that mask all the time.
What's wrong?
The thing on your neck.
I feel for it.
I mean, it's just like your neck's been itchy for the last couple of days.
Yeah. It's
And like
probably like a
you
rash
can
or
you can
something.
feel like it's like a welt. It's like raised.
Well, it's probably like a rash or something. I wouldn't worry too much about it. I can take it off though if it makes you feel better.
I just think it's doing something to you that we're not aware of.
I'll be honest, I do not doubt it. Magic is crazy. Do you know I can cast fire out of my hands? It's pretty neat, huh?
I know very
Okay.
well that both of you can cast fire out of your hands.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I'll take off the mask.
Okay. You take it off. Like the range of your vision is reduced, and you like, kind of sighs, like because the mask protects you so much.
Yeah. I will say this though, when we go back to Neverwinter, I'm putting that mask back on because pretty helpful.
No, I understand. It's just I'm not sure what that is. And I'm not particularly well versed in magic items, but I don't think that's a good thing.
There's a lot of things in this world that aren't good things, Zine. I wouldn't worry too much about it right now.
Alright.
And I'll just go back to what I was doing.
Okay.
I'll continue whatever we're needing to do for the camp setup or whatever. But I will make a point to pay attention to it.
Okay. All right.
For future notice.
Do you go to Phandalin? You
Yeah,
guess it'll
quick run
add
by.
about a day to your journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Up in Thunder Tree, what you doing with Redoth?
Does he have any kind of like board games or card games, something to pass the time?
Yeah.
Chess, test of intellect, strategy.
Well, I mean, for me
Freaking
personally, I'm
Esmore
more of
isn't
a
good at it.
checkers fan, but
Checkers is easier for Esmore.
He says in third person.
he like reaches under like a shelf and pulls out like a hand carved board with like little wafers of different colored wood, and he like starts laying them out.
Going down.
Oh boy.
I've been playing this game longer than you've been alive.
Oh, you're not that old.
He just glanced up at you again, keeps setting up the pieces.
Can't insult him. He's too awesome.
You hear Oliver in your ear.
I don't know, man. I think he's got you beat.
Help me.
I don't play checkers. I don't even know the rules.
You're gonna learn today.
Oh boy.
You know what? How about this? If I lose, you can face him.
Redoth just looks up and is like, "Are you feeling all right?"
Oh, I haven't introduced you to Oliver.
You're Weasel, right?
Yeah.
And as you pull Oliver like out of your hood, just like holding him by the middle, he's like, do we have to do this every time? And Rios is like, holy shit! That's some magic.
I think you know what I did.
Well, fuck yeah, I know what you did. How do...
I'll tell you what. What?
Man, that's a goddamn expensive spell.
Yeah.
He like points at Weasel and he says, you better be happy he did this for you. It's like, I'm eternally grateful.
Yeah, you sound it.
You'll get used to it.
I'll tell you this,
Yeah,
Reedoth.
Like
Before you-
like Oliver's like limp noodle in your hand. Just like an upside down U.
I'm going to quickly, or as best as I can, explain how checkers works to Oliver, and I'll tell Reedoff that his first match is with the Weasel. So that's gotta be a first.
The pieces move diagonally and only stay on one color.
Yep. And
And
your goal is to get rid of the other opponent's pieces.
you're saying I have to jump the pieces.
You have to jump the pieces.
What if I don't want to?
Oh, then you can't win.
All right, let's do this. He like rubs his like little paws together.
Alright, so you all pull up in Phandalin.
The idea of you playing a country boy, or an older country man, talking to himself as a Brooklyn accented weasel has me dying again.
D&D is a beautiful game.
Yes.
Alright, so you guys pull up into Phandalin. It is... You have maybe 2 hours of sunlight left.
Well,
You see the orchard in the distance. You see the larger like town hall. You see the little shrine to Lady Luck there.
yeah. I guess we'll make
me-
our way.
Drop the town of Phandalin. It's been a while since
The
we've opened this map.
old map.
Yes. Last time I was here, Never mind.
We know what you did.
Yes.
I don't remember. Go
I
figure.
still think those are really funny.
It was very
It
funny.
was pretty wild.
I honestly don't remember.
What an old map.
What an old map.
Oh my god.
Is this where I yelled at the shrub?
Yes.
Oh
Right
yeah, good.
around.
It was this shrub.
It was
Right.
yeah,
And,
it was yeah, it was like right here. Oh yeah, it was that
And
shrub.
The Smithy named Smithy.
Good times.
He has an actual name.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
just
it's
called him
Smithy.
Smithy.
Yeah, his name's Smithy.
You guys have never learned his name.
Yeah, because his name's Smithy.
I never actually interacted with him.
Yeah, it is exclusively Esmore.
Yeah.
Okay, what are you doing in Phandalin?
I guess making our way to the Stonehill Inn.
Oh boy,
This
do
is
I
what I
have
spied on Zine.
do I have notes
Oh,
from
God.
Phandalin? Oh boy.
I do. That's how I knew it was the Stonehill Inn, other than the
Why
map.
don't we stay at the Sleeping Giant?
I do
instead?
have notes. Let me.
You were so low level last time we were here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is where your
Yeah,
adventure
we-
started, dude.
Yeah.
God.
This is where we
To
almost
send our
TPK'd on
manor?
our first excursion.
Yeah.
Oh,
We weren't
good
in
times.
Randall for that.
This game started off with the TPK. All right.
Yeah, first encounter.
So you all head down to the Stonehill Inn. This is the wrong music for what's happening right now.
Oh shoot, what was his name?
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab my aspirin out of my car. I have a
Yeah, for
major
sure.
headache.
Who was it?
How far back do your notes go? This is
all the way
like
back,
probably the
all the-
third NPC you met.
Is it Marcus?
It is not Marcus. I think Marcus is from your solo adventure. Yeah, Marcus is a solo adventure.
Oh,
It's a different place.
Goblin, right?
No.
Wait, then what? Why do I have Toblin Stonehill next to my Stonehill Inn note?
Because that's who runs the place.
Oh, I don't know the barkeep then.
I mean, he is. I thought you said Goblin.
Oh
Not-
no.
Not Toblin, but it is
I,
Toblin.
I do remember the little goblin friend we had for a little bit though.
Yes, and then you threatened him and he ran away. Or something like that.
Something like that.
I don't know what happened to him. Guild Droop. Alright. You head
I
in.
forgot his name was Droop.
Yeah. You head into the inn, hitch up your horses. And you see this old guy manning the bar. There's a couple townspeople in the place. They some look up at you and like don't recognize you. And Toblin looks up and says, "Oh shit, what does he sound like?"
Beats me, bro. I got nothing on that.
It's been a while.
I do not remember.
It's literally been over a year.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm back.
He says, "Oh, whoa. Welcome back.
Hello.
Here, come here, sit at the bar." Like, he's already pouring you drinks.
I'm gonna sit at the bar.
I'll make my way.
He sets down the drinks and says, "How long has it been?" I'd say so.
say a little over half of a year.
This is where I call
Yeah,
the
just
mayor
about,
fat.
right?
Yeah, Esmore was petrified for 3 months.
Huh.
And
I assume it got better. Seeing its
oh,
past
he's
tense.
fine.
Okay.
Fortunately.
Where is he?
He is waiting at our current destination.
Okay. Just making sure you didn't lose him elsewhere.
Not yet. Wouldn't be surprised if we don't find him though. So, how's the town been since we got rid of the Red Brand?
Well, I'd say business is a little better. You remember Halia from Miners Exchange, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the new town master. She won the election and
Really?
everything. Yeah,
Good for her.
we ran against the who is, I'm like looking at my notes.
Yeah, see.
She ran against Darren, the orchard guy. But and she pulled through. Sleeping Giant's making Alien, so that's really cool.
Really?
Yeah. It's been years. Actually, what you're drinking is one of the first brews. What do you think?
Take another step.
It's got a rich nutty flavor.
I like it.
I do too.
What happened to the old town master? I forgot.
I don't know. I think Sildar, right? He was hanging around town for a while. Came in with you guys.
I think he took him.
Yeah, he hauled him off to face trial in what was it, Waterdeep? Oh, he did
Something
he
like
was
that.
embezzling or murder. I honestly don't know.
The one I called fat.
Yeah, in fact, in my notes, I have
Seeing
his
baked him a cake.
description of fat, pompous old fool.
Yeah, I'm surprised he was able to do anything like that, considering he didn't move from the chair.
Maybe it was for the best.
Yeah, things are going well.
Good to hear. Glad the red brand didn't re-establish. Or at least if they did, not in the town, hopefully.
Yeah, I think you scared him off right and proper. Though no one's touched the Tressender Manor up there. It's still falling to pieces.
I'd imagine so.
Who owns that land now?
Honestly, I have no idea. Your guess is as good as mine. But I suppose whoever can show up with proof.
As more.
What?
Well, by chance, I know it's been quite a while and might have never showed. There may perhaps be a letter here addressed to me.
He thinks for a second. There was one that came a couple of months back. Give me a second. Let me see if I can find it. As I go through my documents, all of my like letters are just like titled like crumpled letter, which is not super helpful.
While you're looking for that, I
got
gotta point out the fact that this is where the origins of Paul came from.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Paul 2 Electric Boogaloo.
Uh-huh.
How many Pauls have we had? 3?
I think 3.
No, we had the same Paul twice.
Paul the Bugbear.
Yeah. And then we had
he-
the tongueless goblet.
He opens like a small wooden box and there's like a stack of letters. It seems like he like receives the mail for the town. And he like digs into the bottom and he hands you a piece of parchment that's like folded into its own envelope that is like sealed with like what seems to be like pine pine sap, pine tar. Hands it to you and says, I don't know, it's been here for a while, so hopefully it's still relevant.
I'll, as he's saying that, be reading it.
Okay.
And a smile will perk on Zine's face as she says, very much useful.
Glad to hear
Thank
it.
you.
Are you all planning on staying here tonight?
I would imagine so.
Yes, just for a single night, and then we must be off.
Well, there's plenty of rooms free. And I'd say for the Heroes of Phandalin, you can stay wherever you want. He'd just like hand you 2 keys.
Appreciated.
Thank you so much.
You said it was 2 hours until dark?
Yeah, just about. It's about now. Like, if you head outside, you can see a super nice sunset over like the rolling hills.
I'm going to make my way to Sister Gorell's home.
Okay. You head over there. You pass the Shrine of Luck. Its rocks still like somehow standing, even though there are odd angles barely supporting each other. You're standing in front of a door.
I'll knock on it.
After a moment, in a like white linen like gown that could be like a nightgown, but is also like good enough to be worn out. Just a comfortable house dress. you see Sister Garel answer the door.
It's been a while.
So it has.
We're stopping by for the night. Figured I'd show my face.
It's good to see you. I've heard you've been doing a lot of good things.
We've been doing our best. We're actually heading back to Neverwinter to see about reclaiming it.
I thought you might. Is there something I can do for you?
Just pass the word on to anyone, I guess.
I will.
That's pretty much it. I've met a few more of us.
You should spend
One
time.
by the
You should spend some time at the shrine. I think it'll do you well.
I will. I'll leave you be, it's getting late. And we have some more travel ahead of us, so
Sleep well. The sunset is beautiful.
indeed it
She like
is.
looks out over your shoulder.
And that's pretty much it.
Okay.
I will make my way back to the inn. And that's all I really have to do.
You all spend your night. Let's see. Esmore, I want you
Yes.
to roll just an intelligence check for our good friend Oliver.
Let me pull out his thing. Oliver. In.
Okay. It is a surprisingly close match. As Redoth is like, oh, it's a fucking weasel. Like, I can't lose. And he makes a move and takes his hand off, and then he reaches back for the thing, and Oliver's like, that's against the rules. You already moved it.
And Riel's like, yeah, you're right. And
Boozle the Weasel.
Oliver picks up one of his pieces and gets a quad jump on Redoth.
What a pro.
What a pro.
Redoth is like, that's just gonna be game right there.
he looks up to you, Esmore, and says, I think you might have to face off against your weasel.
Alright, fine, but I'm gonna make this more interesting, Oliver.
What do you got?
If I win, then you have to go the next hour as what's your least favorite animal, Oliver?
I feel like you should know this.
I mean, like more of like it's I think.
What is Oliver's least favorite animal?
I'm trying to think.
What's a weasel's natural predator?
Because I was thinking like there's one aspect like what is he most scared of, but
Not
there's
scared of,
also
just, like-
also another like what does he think is like the Like the worst, grossest.
Yeah, that.
And those are two very different answers.
I want the most grossest one that he despises.
Well, it's your character.
I'm trying to think of animals. You know what? If I win, you have to go the next hour as an unshowered pig. If you win,
If I win,
I'll-
I get your dinner.
What?
He starts moving the pieces to set the board up again.
Fine.
Oh no.
This is going to be a best 2 out of 3. I will be rolling for Oliver.
Okay.
So
Oh, no.
go ahead and do your first roll. Oof.
Oh.
Blunder after blunder. Oliver barely pulls ahead, and there's like 3 pieces left on the board. He manages to get a king before you do, and it's just a game of like cat and mouse as he just like hunts down your pieces. All right, 1 for Oliver, 0 for Esmore. Ready, set, go. All right, better. You have learned from your mistakes. You do not underestimate Oliver this time. Redoth is having a great time. Like after you play a movie, it's like, you should have done this one, and he's like cheering for Oliver because he's a weasel. Like, weasels don't play checkers.
Oh,
Weasels
they do
don't
now.
play checkers.
It sounds like it gets good. But you managed to win this one. It's like he looks up to you and says, "All right, for all the marbles."
Oh.
No.
You think you have him on the ropes, but you don't see that triple jump, and he just wrecks you.
We all lose the weasel.
And he just like wipes his hands. Nice. He just like rubs his paws together as if like wiping like crumbs off of him. He says, "I can't wait for that soup tonight. Maybe it's just been a beginner's luck." You can see him like give a weaselly smile.
And out weasel the weasel.
Alright. You have a dinnerless night, Esmore, as Redoth makes sure you uphold your end of the deal. Zinvath, you have a very, very comfortable night. It feels almost like home, being back in Vandalin. You spent so much time here. And morning comes for both of you, all 3 of you. What do you do before you leave Vandalin?
I'll spend some time at the shrine.
Okay. What do you do at the shrine?
Clean it up a little. Give a couple copper and pretty much like just like almost like meditating, but not quite.
Give me a perception
More
check
like-
real quick.
Yeah, mainly just like thinking about what all's having to be done. That's 2 natural 20 perceptions in
yeah.
a row.
You can see Sister Garel, like watching you across the square, and you swear you feel it's like a gentle kiss on the forehead, and like you look up and nothing's there. You take a deep breath. You have 1 luck point.
Oh, nice.
So the way you can use it is you can, after seeing the result, but before hearing the result, like what happens. You can decide to re-roll any d20 roll, save, ability check, attack, or you can make an enemy. We'll just say that you can see. There's not a range. Just as long as you can see them, you can force them to re-roll
Okay.
attack, ability check, or saving throw. So
Okay.
you have one of those.
Nice. Lucky me.
Lucky you.
Didn't.
Alright, you unhitch your horses. Toblin bid you farewell. Collects the keys. Sister Grill just gives you a nod from across the square. And you all head off. Unless, Vath, you want to do something.
Nah, Vats just drinking.
Okay. You finish off.
Don't drink and drive.
The horse knows where it's going. Esmore, when, if at all, do you get worried? Because it's the 4th day, and they haven't shown.
I would say about the 5th day, I would be worried.
Okay. Well, then you're not worried at all when they pull up to town. Pretty close to dark. It looks like they've been traveling all day. Redoth greets the two of you. Says, "Well, Esmore took the fast way, but I suppose there's some value in taking the long road."
There actually was.
I lost to a weep.
Oh yeah,
What?
he lost to Oliver in checkers.
You lost to Oliver in checkers.
So did I. But hey, Oliver's pretty good at checkers.
Someone that
Believe it or not.
swore to God he's never played before.
He like looks into your head and says, "Pretty good for a weasel." And Oliver's like, "Yeah."
That's Oliver sound like he has like smoker's lung.
Real dull moment with Esmar around, I guess.
So I heard that you all are setting up to siege a dragon.
Something like that, yeah.
Almost sieging a dragon, but we're sure gonna kill it.
Sure hope so.
Esmar, that's what. Good
What?
job, Esmar.
He tried.
What?
I mean, you're braver than me. All I've done is set up town here and taken a few refugees. Last time you went in, you said if you saw anyone, you'd send people out, but I suppose you didn't see anyone, so we haven't gotten any new folk here.
We found some. However,
He like cocks his
due
head.
to the situation, I teleported them out. They're in Neverwinter currently, or
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Waterdeep currently.
I suppose the distance in the walls is probably a little more protection than Thunder Tree here with its broken tower. He like looks over the tower that the dragon was in.
So what? Y'all are a day late.
Oh, we stopped by Phandalin,
Vandalin.
where
And
we
that-
all.
Oh yeah, that's on the way. It's only like a half day out of the way. That makes sense.
Esmar, you having trouble remembering where Fandala is?
Isn't that? Oh, that's the
Do you remember
place where
Smithia?
Smithy, I miss Smithy.
Yeah.
I have a shrub to burn there.
Oh no.
Readoff looks to you and says, "Don't we all?
So he gets it.
We've all got a shove to burn. Some of them are assholes."
They are.
Oh god.
Oh man, it's a druid thing, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
if I'll
wouldn't-
understand it.
Hey,
will never
you got to
understand.
be one to know one.
Yeah.
So when's the big attack going off? you gonna raise an
we-
army and charge the gates, or are you gonna be all shadow-like and sneak in there?
Have a few people to contact before we have a definite plan.
All right. Where are you planning on staging them?
Not sure.
We're not.
I think the initial
you
plan
say
was to go in quiet, but
I think it's
one
fair to say that
contact comes
military
through.
tactics is not our strong suit.
That is also, well, speak for yourself,
And-
I guess.
Any tactic has never really been our strong suit. I don't think
Or
there's
running
been a
gun type.
single fight that we prepared for that went anything like we prepared for.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's the thing. We're the running gun type.
Well,
Asmore's
you
the
know,
person that was
as they
executing
say, no plan survives first contact with the enemy. But that said, plans are still important because you don't want to go in all willy-nilly and muck things up.
Hmm.
I need to contact Sildar.
How did you lose to?
Do we know of anybody that'd be willing to lend us an army?
I don't know if we know a lot of people in general.
Well,
I mean, there's Sildar.
unfortunately, the Tahano are a little little ways away. So
I don't know if I would want to put the Tahano in this kind of danger.
they're pretty good warriors when they put their mind to it. It's just been
Yeah, but-
peaceful for a couple hundred years.
Yeah,
But
but I don't know if
I'm
I
sure
want
they
to
remember
put
how to
my
fight.
people at risk.
There are also
It-
some
That's
reasons
true.
why we would probably want them to not be in this one. Right, Esmore?
Right. Plus, if you know who ends up dying in the while this is going on, then be best if you know who doesn't see that happen.
Exactly.
Well, you're more than welcome to bring an army here. I don't know if we'll have enough room for them to stay, but it's only about days march to Neverwinter. Just let me know how many people you're planning on bringing around here, and I'll see what I can cook up. Make sure they're all fed for the big fight.
Get to eat last night.
You lost to checkers. Yeah, you lost to checkers.
Esmore just crying.
This is good. He makes good soup.
It was delicious.
I'm sure. Smelled good.
I cannot find what Sildar is a part of.
We'll just say.
I thought it was Order of the Gauntlet, but I guess I'm
He
pretty
is
sure
a
as
member of the
well.
Lord's Alliance.
Okay.
Same with Order of the Gauntlet.
I am going to take 1 pint of Stonecrest.
Ooh, what about the
while
Emerald
this is all
Enclave?
happening.
That's an idea.
Cheval.
What?
Huh?
Yeah, we'll have to put our feelers out and see who's close enough for the big raid. See who's willing to help. Most of them aren't a huge fan of city types, but it's more about the balance of nature and civilization, at least to me. So this is anything. This is causing quite the imbalance between the two. So we'll, we'll see who can get around here.
I'm gonna look at Zine and be like, wouldn't the Order of the Gauntlet help?
I don't know if you know anyone who is necessarily in the order.
Well, they came to me that one time.
Yeah, the Darren, he's part of the order, but he didn't do anything with it. The person you know who probably has the most like influence in one of the factions is Sildar, who's part of the Lord's Alliance.
Yeah, I was planning to reach out to him about that. I was just waiting till our travels were done and figured out any sort of plan.
We're not just dealing with a dragon at this place. We're also dealing with the things on the way to the dragon.
True.
Yeah, and dragons tend to have quite the effect on the place they hole up in.
Yeah. And we're gonna want to be at our best when we reach the dragon.
There's sometimes there's a like an inland breeze that blows over Neverwinter, and well, if you've been there, you've probably smelt it, but it smells like sulfur and like a volcano kind of thing. I think along with being like a shadow thing, it's also either a red dragon or what's the metallic type? Was it brass? I think that's the one that breathes fire from metallics.
You're saying there's more dragons nearby.
No, I'm saying it's both. I think it might be a shadow, red, or brass dragon.
Nothing.
So I don't know if like the shadow bit makes it not immune to fire, or if it like enhances it, or like what the deal is with that, but I don't know. It certainly made things a little more interesting here in Thunder Tree, especially when the wind blows our direction.
Well, we know someone who has gone mono and mono with it. Maybe they can shed some light on that.
I mean, if they're still alive.
Yeah, for now.
As far as we know.
I mean, if he isn't, that's fine, but,
I'd rather he be alive.
of course.
Alright, who are you contacting?
Sildar.
Okay, I assume you're using message.
Yeah, sending.
Yeah, sending.
Contact 2.
Where are we going? Oh, man. I will say... Sildar. It's been a long time. How would you, in your order, like to help with retaking Neverwinter. You can respond. you can respond to the message.
It's been a while. I just got my. He says, it's been a while. I've just got my plate waxed. I'd love for a fight. Where do we meet?
Cast. I'll cast Sending again. Thunder Tree. A Day's March to Neverwinter. We have a refugee town. The more help, the merrier.
Peas and carrot.
But a number would be nice. I think I might have been
Probably.
one word over.
I'll see who I can bring. Give us about 5 days. We'll be there soon.
Well, good news. We have allies on the way. It'll take them about 5 days. We'll collect who we can.
So there's one person I remember that if you can get in contact with would be probably pretty beneficial.
Who?
Remember when we were in that crazy mega dungeon?
The Sun Elf.
No, that would be awesome too, but I was thinking of that undeady person that was using her sword.
The guy that disappeared.
Yeah.
You literally saw him like crumble to ash.
Oh, he crumbled to ash? I thought
Yeah.
he just like disappeared.
As
He-
more,
he
I don't
would-
know how to break this to you. but
I
it's
mean
dead.
the sun elf.
Are you sure?
I meant the sun elf.
Okay, I believe you. You want to talk about it?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm
That guy's
good.
hit him hard. It's okay.
Need a drink?
Yeah,
I got some new ale.
that'd be nice.
I'm going to give him a pint of Stonecrest,
It's been an emotional week so far.
and Esmore has not had this one yet.
Esmore,
How's it taste?
this ale is incredible.
Nice, thank you.
You have no idea where Vath got it, but every bit of it is an experience, and the experience feels expensive.
So what do you think?
It's nice, thank you. It's
Are you
That's-
crying? Why are you
No.
crying now?
I'm not. Shut up, you're crying.
He was crying because of the dead guy. Now he's crying because of how good it is.
It's good.
It's so good.
Oliver, you want to try it?
Vath, are you contacting anyone?
I don't have anyone to contact.
Do you have a means of contacting anybody?
No.
Esmore, are you?
I mean, that sun elf would be useful, so I wonder if we can get in contact with her.
Okay, I assume that's a no. You see
I
Rudolph.
said the sun elf.
How are you contacting her?
I was gonna see if Zine had any more spell slots.
Well, go talk to Zine.
Scene.
Yes,
Can you still cast sending?
I can.
Can you see if that sun elf we would be willing to give us a hand?
Let me find her name. Ah, Marta Moonshadow.
You're a martyr.
Shadow. It's not what I said. Uh, I will cast Sending again to Marta, and it will say,
Oh, I said hi.
we're going to take on a dragon. In about a 10 day. Would you like to help us? Esmore says hi.
Thank you.
You wait for a while for a response,
That's fine.
and you wait some more, and no response ever comes. You don't know if maybe she's on a different plane, maybe she's dead, maybe she just doesn't want to talk to you. But for a reason, you just don't get a response.
Zine was left on red.
So she might be
That's
dead. I'm going back to my crying.
I got nothing.
It's been an emotional week for
Don't
Esmore.
think I have
Uh,
anything else.
Dania,
Yes.
where would I keep track of where I put stuff in my bag of holding?
You can either just like write them out on like a separate page of your character sheet.
Go to the treasures tab in your bio.
You can use a Google Doc. It's up to you.
I think treasures might be the most useful thing. And then just get rid of it from my actual
Yeah.
equipment.
So you need to get rid of my
Yeah, I don't think I need to
stones
have
out of my
50
treasure.
feet of hempen rope on me at all times. Weighs like 10 pounds, which is a bit.
Keep in mind that pulling anything out of the bag of holding is an action,
Yep.
because it's not like you think of the item and you pick it out. You like rummage through the bag.
Yeah.
There could be a lot of things in that bag.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is an action to retrieve something. Okay. You see Redoth outside, and he looks like he's talking to a bird, like in a tree, and then the bird flies off. And he comes back to his house where you three are gathered. He says, "All right, well that little sparrow's gonna try to find some of the Emerald Enclave members and let them know what's up, but honestly, no promises. We're not like an organized group or anything. So I suppose we wait as long as we can, see if anyone shows up. If not, then so be it. But if so, it's even better."
What about an army of woodland critters?
How long can woodland critters stick around?
Don't know. they can. I mean, what else do they got better to do?
Well, if like you're summoning them. Yes.
Num
Um, if you're summoning them, like you're not like plucking them out of like you're not like plucking them out of the high forest or nothing. Like they're coming straight from the Feywild, and like it's like souls of the Fey kind of thing. And then it just like happen to be in the form of a squirrel.
I was thinking more of you and me go into the woods and go recruit some animals.
I think that might take a little bit more time than we have to spare.
I think we have 5 days at least, right?
You might be able to convince like a badger, because like badgers are kind of down for the whole like rough and tumble kind of thing. But
Army of badgers.
no, I mean like a badger.
Oh,
There ain't no army you're gonna be able to gather, at least from animals, in 5 days.
Oliver, how you feel about badgers sticking around to help fight for a little bit?
Better him than me.
Well, I'm gonna go find me a badger. I'm gonna know.
All right. Well, I'm gonna start making dinner.
Do I get to eat
As,
this
as you
one?
like leave the shack.
Dude, food or badger? Fuck the badger, I want the food.
Yeah, you like.
What a
Yeah.
what a session.
Yeah.
I'll find the badger later.
All right. He finishes making the food. And you all sit down and have dinner. It's nice.
Yeah, I should get to eat this one.
Yeah, you didn't lose the checkers. And read off the like subtly hands Oliver some scraps from his own soup. But that's where we're gonna end it today.
Nice.
Alrighty. What a session.
What a
It
session!
was a wild session.
This is a good one. I like that one.
It was. The last
Yeah.
few sessions have been like really, really good.
Quality.
Yes.